was in the 6th grade. These niggas was bitch made. They was thinking science, I was thinking get paid. I always kept a plan to get dough, like selling the same shit I used to steal from out of Stop and Go. I used to run a paper route, but that ain't pay me enough. I was still on the bus. My mom would always tell me, don't you rush to get on. Barely did I listen to the shit I was told. I was a ghetto boy, long before the rap group existed. I used to take my lunch money in bitches. I stayed on suspension, I ain't fucking with school. Truant officers be chasing me, I'd give them the blues. Hit the pipes off a Ruger just to pass the time. Shoot the shit and walk the Shamrock. Stole me a wine. Get smashed and hit the bus stop when school let out. Get off a Tina house and bust that cop. Walk up out of Ridgemont, smelling like fish in my pocket. Back to the south side, walking home from Watkins. I stopped to see the homies off a hump in the street. All you game in the front yard, bump this beat.
Since I could remember, I've been on my grind all the time. Pussy and the finer things on my mind. I had to shine by any means necessary. I had to go out and get it and come back with it. Good life, I was with it. My balls and my word told a nigga that the world was mine. That's why I stayed home.
I remember when the dope game started up, serving the hypes. I was seeing more dough than I ever seen in my life. I was rocking up 8 balls and throwing the shit. Kept 1,000 in my pocket, 20 more in the safe. I had my grandmother guessing how I got that shit. Cause every other day I had to buy new kicks. Older cats stepping to me as if I was the man. Getting telephone calls from my uncle's friends. I'm 16 years old with game so throwed. I was fucking niggas frontin' me and fucking they hoes. Eventually I moved out, rented a house. I'm stretching the dope, cutting 17 from my ounce with coffee pots full of scrapes. I'm moving big weight, but that was back in the days. Nobody told about a dope case. It's all mapped out. Get in, get out. They giving motherfuckers 10 years for each rock. It's fucked, ain't it? But I'm looking at the picture they ain't painted. They hanging all these niggas whose careers was dope gaming. The crack epidemic had you locked if you was in it. And even if you stepped out with bread, you couldn't spend it. In the beginning, niggas had their whole hoods flooded with that Antonio Montana disease like fucking. The drug war was just another day in the life. You fucked over me, I fucked you, they gave me the right.
Since I could remember, I've been on my grind all the time. Pussy and the finer things on my mind. I had to shine by any means necessary. I had to go out and get it and come back with it. Good life, I was with it. My balls and my word told a nigga that the world was mine. That's why I stayed on my grind.
I'm up and down I-10 with a car full of hands. Finna check my ends, finna get this Benz. Stop, showed up my drop spot, my red lights flashing. I'm dirty, and if he wants to search, I'ma blast him. I roll the windows down so I can show him my hands. Wouldn't you know, the cop that pulled me over, my man. I got a brand new plan, take this shit to the line. Stop at Shoney's and give it back, I'll give you a dime. With 10,000, you can go to work for a week. Take some time off to think, I'll even throw in the key. He stopped at the mall, I gave him the dough. Checked in my room, moved out the scale and the blow. There's a knock at the door, I grabbed the phone. It was the homeboy who sent me up, down on the floor.
Since I could remember, I've been on my grind all the time. Pussy and the finer things on my mind. I had to shine by any means necessary. I had to go out and get it and come back with it. Good life, I was with it. told a nigga that the world was mine. So I stayed on my grind.